Hey y'all, so your girl ain't feeling hardly well today. I am going to try to keep this slow sped up for y'all or whatever, but yeah, I'm going in with my wig cap as y'all seen before, and I'm finna take my Even Wonder Lace spray and I'm just gonna go over with my finger. But yeah, y'all, I'm just really just going over with my finger, and I'm just kind of just putting it right before or right on where my edges stop at, because you don't want the wig cap to be too far up to where you have to like lay your lace or install your lace at. So yeah, that's all I'm doing, y'all. My eye made me laugh like in the camera. My eyes be struggling, y'all, but I be trying to get that wig cap fitted super tight as possible. So yeah, you gonna have to struggle. So yeah, y'all, all I'm doing here is I'm just tapping it to make sure it's not sticky or tacky feeling. It's not ready yet. You really want to wait till it dries to start cutting, because you don't want it to start to lift up if it's still wet. So wait till it's really dry and not feeling sticky. It should feel just like a dry ball cap. But here, all I'm doing now is I'm just taking my ears and I'm just cutting behind my ear. If you cut in front of it, it just kind of rips it too far up near your edges. So yeah, that's why I just start from behind my ear. Alright, y'all, so now I'm just leaving the rim of the cap on because you're gonna pull that back, but right now I'm just cutting right before the rim and going into where my ear is, and then I'm gonna cut right there where it's going into my ear, if y'all can see what I'm saying. So that way, y'all, it like kind of cuts a strap to where you can pull it like that. So yeah, you can pull it back. And then I'm going to just cut the rest of that excess off. So yeah, I'm going in with my razor, my eyebrow razor. It is a little dull, I believe, because it's a little old. I think I was pulling it wrong. Like I was pulling more so with my fingers rather than pressing the razor actually down in one spot, trying to tear it instead of basically letting it like rip on its own. But yeah, y'all, just try to like press it more. I would say press it more. See, yeah, I'm trying to scrape my forehead. Like, just press it into it and just leave it there and then pull. I believe that's how you're supposed to do it. But it ain't nothing you can fix if it like kind of comes off like ruggy looking on the edge line. You can just really just take scissors and just cut that. Yeah, like cut it to where it looks more clean, I would say. Like kind of like right here where it's seeping into your skin, like it looked like it's coming from your skin or whatever. Yeah, you just cut that rim off, like a little bit of that rim. Y'all didn't miss nothing, I promise. I'm just going in trying to see how that lace look. I cut me a new line on the lace, so I just was trying to see how good it's gonna seep in. I can tell already by how it's looking before I put the glue on or any makeup on it that it really was gonna give scalp. Like I could already tell, and I plucked it so well, y'all. I'm so proud of myself, because usually when I pluck, I don't do too much plucking in the front and it still comes off kind of looking wiggish. So I took a chance and I pluck it more in between those little gaps that create that scalp illusion. I plucked it more in those spots so that you can actually see it. And yeah, okay, but y'all, now I'm just going in. I'm getting happy because yeah, I know that wig gonna look good. But I'm just going in my Ruby Kisses cream foundation in the shade 12 on the left side. That is my complexion. I went through hell and high waters just to find that. So yeah, I'll be happy by using that cream foundation. Yeah, because you can't go wrong with that. But like I said, y'all, I'm just going in and really just coloring it in or whatever to help create that scalp illusion. I'm seeing it. Y'all, I'm singing to my music and stuff. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, editing, it really makes me happy. Like at first I'd be like, ugh, I do not feel like this. I'm so drained because I'm used to things and doing things that drain me or whatever. But yeah, editing really makes me happy. But now I'm just going in with my alcohol. Alcohol don't do nothing for me. It don't make my lace lift or nothing like that. Like, so I just use alcohol just to clean it because I feel like it picks it up more. But yeah, it just picks up more of the excess, makeup and dirt that's on, like, sitting on your forehead so your lace can lay better. Now, y'all, I'm just going in with 3 to 4 layers of my Dola hair lace glue, and I'm putting that right on top of the wig cap because, like I told y'all, I don't like to put the wig cap up too far because you don't want the glue now to be up too far, and then now it's coming out of where your lace supposed to sit at, and now you have a tacky wig. So how you do this bald cap method, it really explains everything. Not explains, but it really tell how your wig cap is. It really can affect how your install is going to lay out, how you do the bald cap method, plug-in method, and everything before you install the lace explains how it's going to look basically. Okay, y'all, I think I went right above, like right on top of the first layer, but like a little tad bit. Like, that's why I had to eyeball where my lace was gonna sit so I know how far to go up on the glue, like how far I need to, or how far it needs to be above my wig cap basically. And actually what it's not supposed to be too far above where my wig cap is sitting.
Recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis.
All right, now y'all, I'm just going in with my fingers, and I'm gonna go ahead and slide it up to where the glue is. Like, I try to put it a little above where the glue is, because I don't want too much lace to be on my forehead. And that's so crazy, y'all see how that's already seeping in. Like, it looks like a glueless wig, and that's what I was trying to get to the point to, is to where as soon as you put it on, it already look like it's glued down on your head. Like, it already look like a fresh install. That's how I want it to be looking. Like, I don't want to feel like when I'm looking at the wig off of my head that it's gonna be hard to blend into my skin or anything like that. Well, melt into my skin is what I mean. But now I'm just going in and I'm just putting this in a claw clip just to get the hair out the way so that I can see, and so that I can just go ahead and put this strap on it and it won't be in the way, or I won't be trying to fumble in the back of my head once I pull the strap around it. So y'all, I just went ahead and I just let that sit for about 35 to 45 minutes because that's the base of your install being laid for at least 2 weeks or a little less than 2 weeks. So I just let that sit for 35 to 45 minutes, and it was tea. I thought I took that band off. So after you take the band off, the only thing that you're gonna do now is just pull on it. Make sure you take your finger and just pull on it and make sure you don't have any areas lifting up, and that's where you come in at. It's hard to explain, but that's where you come in at, and you don't that's where you put more glue at to where it's still lifting at basically. Alright, y'all, so all I'm doing here is I'm just going inside my widow's peak and just taking that extra lace off that's in my widow's peak.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs.
And all of the hairline shaping, y'all, I did do all of that on my mannequin. It's easier to see, and I'm not plucking any bald spots when I do it on my mannequin. Alright, so y'all, this is what I was talking about adding that excess glue on the rim where it is still lifting that, because you rather not overdo it. You rather just go back in and add where it is still lifting. Yep, and that's how I start to create a clean, non-tacky lace, and that was such a relief once I learned how to do that, because I got tired of my hair sticking to my forehead when I wake up in the morning. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so y'all, all I'm about to do now, I messed with this part for like a little minute. I can't remember if I did it off camera or on, but all I'm doing now, y'all, is I'm just taking from my parting area, starting in like a little farther back from where my deep side part is starting. And on this style, you're going to need a deep side part, because that hair is going to swoop into, well, your edges are going to swoop into where the comb will just at. It's going to swoop into that. So yeah, you're going to need a deep side part for this look. So all I'm doing now, y'all, is I'm just combing, and I'm going to hot comb and mold those edges forward so that it's easier to swoop backwards. And yeah, basically. Y'all, listen, I was not afraid to watch a tutorial while I was doing this, because I can't, like, I'm trying to get to a point to where I do it right the first time and not have to wake up in the morning, touch it up, and redo it. So yeah, and y'all gonna see on the end that I ain't have to touch up nothing, because yeah, it's gonna turn out right. But now I'm just plucking the hair so that it looks more natural. I did want to do more so of a natural look, so now I'm just plucking those edges as well, just to give it to where it's like when the hair is swooping into it, you want to see it also, your edges also giving the scalp illusion, because why have your whole head edge line giving the scalp illusion but not your edges? Y'all see what I'm saying? But yeah, I was not afraid to watch no tutorial, because that hair was gonna turn out right. Yeah, sometimes the helper needs help, not gonna lie. Like, I'm giving a tutorial while watching a tutorial, y'all. I'm proud of myself for that. I'm really proud of myself for that, because I would have been like, normally I would have been like, I got it, it's gonna turn out right, no, if I don't trust myself and I have to have second doubt, then I'm going to watch someone do it. But now I'm just going in, y'all, and I'm just connecting my edge near my ear with my ear, basically. So basically, y'all, they should be kind of connecting. Unless you don't want it connect specifically, that's fine too. But the edges where you see me part the first edge at, it should be connecting with the edges that's going to be on the ear lobe, like the sideburn edge. It should be connecting with that. So now I'm just as y'all can see, I'm just pulling all the hairs forward, hot combing them, and mold. All I'm doing is just basically molding the edges where they're supposed to sit at. That's all I'm doing here. And make sure you mold well, because the edges can make or break your lace, and it's going to make our lace. You learning from me, so it's going to make it, I promise. So all I'm doing here, y'all, I just went in with a tad bit, not a lot, because you don't want it to be sticky just yet or tacky just yet. You're not molding the edges yet into a swoop. So all I'm doing here is I just went in with my ebony spray, and I'm just helping that to mold. I'm using that to help mold it in the direction I need them to go in. So I just put a tad bit on the root, and that was it. And in that moment, don't spray it directly on the root. Just put it on your finger and dab it on there to help mold it in the direction you need it to go in. Can't stress that enough. As y'all can see now here, when I was cutting, I was very hesitant. Now y'all want to make sure that even if you cut too far down, that's okay, because once you curl it and you try to see how long it's gonna be or if it's gonna be too big, you'll be able to cut it some more. So preferably cut it too long, so that way you can always go back in and cut some more before you mold it. Alright y'all, so all I'm doing here is I'm taking my mini flat iron and I'm just curling upwards. The ones on the top, I always remember to curl going upwards, because it molds better when you curl it upwards, in my opinion. It makes it easier to mold it as well. But the one on the top, I remember to curl upwards, and the one on the bottom, I curl downwards. So top, up, bottom, down, basically. And I keep recurling it because also I want to make sure that that curl, it looks more snug, like how I just did that one. You just really want to make sure it's actually curling, because you don't want it to come out looking too straight, I would say. So all we're doing now is we just taking that mini toothbrush comb and we just literally just trying to mold it without product, just to see where it's gonna fall at and how it's gonna look. And by the looks of it, y'all, it was a little bit too long for me. Like, I needed to be shorter, and that's where the help comes in that I was telling y'all about. Like, you get to go back in and cut it once you see where it's gonna fall at. So yeah, that helps a lot, because you don't want to mold it and then you regret how it looks, or it'd be too thick for you or too long for you. So yeah, it's always good not to put the product on first, and it's always good to not cut it so short first. I'm gonna just let y'all know now, I did have to go back in and recurl it as well, and that's okay, as long as it's not too late to fix it. Now all I'm doing is I'm just taking my Got2b glue gel, and I'm just taking a tad bit on my finger, not too much, and I'm just starting at the root of it. All I'm doing is just setting it at the root, and then it's going to, as you're combing it through, it's going to come down as you do it. And then I'm just using my finger to also help mold it as well. And I'm trying to remember so much to remember to be soft with those edges, because sometimes if they're not going in the direction that you need them to, or looking how you need them, you get a little aggressive. But just treat it like, and y'all see how also those little curls are starting to set into and mold into on its own, like in a direction that you need. That's why I curl upward, because it's easier to mold when you curl upward, in my opinion, I would say. And I'm just at the end, like, of where it was curling at, I would just take my little toothbrush and I would just create a line as to where I want to that particular swoop to swoop into my hair, like a line going in the direction of where going behind my ear, basically. So y'all see how I created that straight look when I turn my head? That's what I'm talking about. Like what I just did right there, I just literally just, molded it, or combed it right into where behind my ear is going, basically. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the swoop on my ear. Just mold it, and use your finger to mold it as well, and then kind of pinch it a little bit and pull it back. Y'all learning with me. I'm telling y'all learn. I should have put my tripod on the other side. I'm sorry, y'all, so y'all can actually see what I'm doing, but I was just ready to get done with it and see how it was gonna turn out, y'all. So yeah, basically. And also, y'all, I just let it air dry really on its own until I grab the hair dryer afterwards, because since I'm doing my own hair, I can't really I can't hold the hair dryer and do it at the same time like a hairstylist would, or I don't have anybody there to do it because my man be at work. So yeah, I just mold it first and then I use my hair dryer to dry it, and that presses it or molds it, you know, the way it needs to be even more, I would say. So I just use my finger to use my hair dryer. I use my finger and my hair dryer after I mold the swoops, and that's better for me anyways, because I can go back in and fix it if it doesn't look right before it actually dries and I can't fix it. Alright, y'all, so this is the part I was talking about, but I was really skeptical about doing this because I didn't know if it was going to start to move. But as long as it took, like, I would say maybe about 5 minutes, I would say, y'all, as y'all can see, like, as long as it took like 5 minutes for it to already dry on its own, you should be fine. Your girl had to slow that part back down so y'all can actually see how flat and seamless that part is. But yeah, the hair dryer made it more flat and seamless. All I did was molded it, but the hair dryer did the rest of the work, basically making it more flat. I really wish I would have put my tripod on the other side so y'all can see, but I be so into it. But next time I'll make sure I get every detail and I'm not just doing, because I be anxious and nervous, y'all, making sure it turn out right, and I just be like, bro, I already got a limited amount of counter space, so moving the tripod, it just would have, I don't know, it would have threw me off. When I'm in focus mode, I'm in focus mode. So all I'm doing now, y'all, I'm just going in my Care wax stick and just pressing out that top part to make that more seamless and flat to match the, you know, the side swoop. Yeah, to match the side swoop, I'm just going in with my Care wax stick so it can look just as flat, and molding this area. And I'm also going to hot comb it as well to help mold it. So yeah, it can all look the same and come into alignment. As y'all can see, it looks really good.
Second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room, perfume, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. When you're in the mood for empathy, is blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S.
So now all I'm doing, y'all, I'm going in with my Ruby Kisses Cream Foundation again in the shade 12. And I'm just going in and cleaning up that side part, that deep side part towards the front area. Because already did it. The deep side part in the back where it falls in the back or whatever, or it's going towards the back, I did it while it was on the mannequin because I don't be able to see clearly what I'm doing only in this mirror. So it's a lot of work that I just do on the mannequin. Knowing that other hairstylists did that, it made more of a relief for me, because I was just like, okay, so how they did this, how they did that. It's a lot of things you're gonna have to just do on the mannequin.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them turn the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark.
I don't know, y'all. I wasn't really feeling it until after I cut my widow's peak back a little bit. If y'all go tune into my YouTube shorts, y'all see what I'm talking about. I loved it, but it was just like the seamless, like out of salon fresh look. I loved it, but it was just the widow's peak that was kind of throwing me off a little bit. Not gonna lie.
If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. Is blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that.
I was so proud of how clean everything turned out or whatever. But yeah, y'all, like I'm just proud of myself. I'm proud of the progress. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I love you all. I thank you all for tuning in and watching. I can't wait to start to see y'all's comments. I can't wait to just start to see like how y'all feel about the content and stuff. Mwah.